Good morning, everybody. Goose here, man. Come back at your video. And, man, how about those LSU Tigers as they beat the Oklahoma Sooners 63-28. LSU probably they could have named their score. I mean, if they wanted to score 80 in this football game, let's face it, they could have. Oklahoma's defense had no answer for LSU. LSU just scored. They touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. Justin Jefferson had 4 touchdown receptions. Joe Burrow threw 7 touchdown passes in one half. Give me a break, man. Unreal. I was in awe last night of LSU's performance. I thought LSU would win. I thought they would win pretty handily in the second half. I thought LSU would pull away in the second half. It would be like the Florida game that was early in the year. But LSU came out, from right out the gates. Boom, 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 boom. They scored 21 points in the first, 28 points in the second, and it was over with. It was over with before the game. Before you got in your seats, got your beer, got your popcorn, got your hot dog. If you were at the game was over with. It was over with. When it was 21-7, the game was over with. Oklahoma was not going to come back at that point because they were not going to outscore LSU. They weren't going to get stops. They weren't going to. No matter how much points Oklahoma was going to score after that point, the game was over with. It was over with. It was done. It was done. So LSU wins 63-28. They put up, god-awful numbers. 692 yards of offense. They threw the ball for 532 yards, ran the ball for 160. I was really impressed with Curry. Chris Curry stepped in because Clyde Edwards-Helaire wasn't 100%. Edwards-Helaire did play a little bit. I was surprised that he played, and he looked good. He looked good when he played, but they weren't going to play him that much, especially when they got a big lead and they were going to win the game. Hey, save him for the national championship game because we're going to need him. We're going to need him more for the national championship game. But I was impressed with Curry. Curry ran the ball for 89 yards on 16 carries, long of 20. Even John Emery got in the game late in the game. He scored a touchdown late. But Joe Burrow, 29 out of 39, 493 yards, 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Yeah, he threw for 400 in the first half. He could throw for 400 in the second half if he wanted to, but that just wasn't the game plan in the second half at that point. The game was 49-14 at half. Second half, you just run the football and call it a day, and that's what LSU did. As LSU just demolished the Oklahoma Sooners. Everybody talking about the Oklahoma Sooners. They got playoff experience. It wasn't going to help them in the game yesterday. They just did not match up well against LSU. LSU's offense was just far more superior than any team that they had faced all season. They just weren't going to outscore LSU. The only way LSU was going to lose that football game was if LSU turned the ball over. Oklahoma did drop 2 interceptions, but you got to make those plays. Hey, look, Tigers, #1 in the country. Now they got to go face Clemson, defending national champions. They beat Ohio State in a great game in the nightcap. But everybody's talking about let's expand the college football playoffs. For why? Why do you want to expand the playoffs? So you can see more blowouts like you did today? Go back and look at the college playoff football history. I think we've only had about 3 or 4 games out of 15, 14. 14. Can't have an odd number. So I think it's 14 games since the college football playoff has been, formed. I think it's either only 3 or 4 games have been decided by 10 points or less. All these games are really blowouts. They're blowouts. There's no reason to expand the playoff system whatsoever. Keep it at 4. So the Tigers handled business 63-28. The game was over with. Even before by the time you got to your seat, you got all nestled in your seat, got your beer, got your hot dog, your hamburger, whatever you were eating or drinking yesterday. Game was over. So, that being said, go Tigers.